Hello parents. Today we're doing part 2 of the wet felted ball. So you will need the ball that your child wet felted that is now dry, been dried in the dryer. It still has the nylon outer coating on it. You'll need the bag that's the sewing kit and the streamers that were in the original plastic bag with the ball, as well as a pair of scissors. So we'll go ahead and move these aside, and to get started we're going to take and we're going to pull where it has been tied, and we're going to cut it open. And as you can see, I just cut a very tiny bit because I don't want to cut the fibers that have sort of attached themselves. Then I'm going to take my thumb and I'm going to stick it in between the nylon and the ball, and I'm going to start to peel the nylon from the ball and sort of tearing the nylon as I go. If the nylon isn't cooperating, I can cut it a little bit more so that it will continue to separate. And as you can see, I can now peel the nylon completely from the ball. And so we'll put that in the trash, and you have a very nice wet felted ball. And the reason we stuck this in the dryer is so that it will really stay together, because this is the toy that the children can toss when we're done. So go ahead and put that down. The next thing we'll take out are the streamers. There are 3 streamers included in the bag, and we are going to take and put all 3 streamers so that they are together at the top, just like so, and stack them, and then we're just going to put a simple knot in the top. And pull that knot nice and tight right up to the very top, so you only have a tiny bit of ribbon left at the top. And go ahead and put that down. Now we're going to open up our sewing kit, and inside the sewing kit you're going to find a needle and thread. So we'll go ahead and take our thread out, and the thread, as you can see, is gold. And we'll drop that needle on out. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open up my thread. Hopefully this isn't too difficult. Hopefully I haven't made your lives too hard by taping it together. This was something that I had seen done before, but now I'm wondering if it was a mistake. So let's see. Might be your best bet might be to take your needle and to put it in where the thread is, and to pull up to get that tape to tear off. There we go. Once you have your thread untaped, you are going to go ahead and thread your needle. I'm going to do this closer so I can see. I usually don't have that hard a time threading a needle, but today is one of those days. So once you have your needle threaded, you are going to put probably, I'd say, 4 to 6 inches of thread, and you're going to double it and then cut the extra. I included a lot of thread, and you won't need that much of it. Then we're going to put what's called the magic knot. So you're going to take your 2 cut ends right here, and here's your needle. You're going to put the 2 ends towards the eye of the needle, and you're going to hold them tight. And then we're going to take the thread and go 1, 2, 3 around the needle and slide it on down. This creates a really nice knot right at the end. So now you have a knot, you have your streamers, and you have your ball. And then you're going to take and you're going to choose a spot on the ball. I chose a spot that was a little bit white where the yellow didn't quite cover, just because I thought that might be a nice spot. And I'm going to go first into the ball. I'm going to catch that spot by putting the needle all the way through, pull tight to there, then I'm going to split my thread and I'm going to put my needle right back through so that I've caught where it is and I've made a loop. So now I've secured my thread to the ball itself. Now I'm going to take and place the streamers over the top. I'm going to go into the streamer. It's a little tight, but you can do it. And pull, and then back through the ball. So I'm getting a bite of the ball and back through the streamer again. Back through the ball and through the streamer again. And I'm choosing a little bit of a different spot in that knot each time. And one last time, back through the ball and into the streamer again. This time I'm not going to pull it all the way. I'm going to wait until there's a loop and I'm going to go back through the loop. And that is going to be my first knot. This one I'm just going to get a tiny bite of the ball and a tiny bite of the thread of the streamer. I'm going to do one more knot. So back through the loop, pull it tight, and then clip your strings. And now, as you can see, you have a very fun shooting star ball. These are fun to play catch with. They're fun for children to toss up in the air and watch them fall because the streamers fly behind them. It's a very fun project to have made, and it's a very fun toy to play with. I hope you have enjoyed making our shooting star ball.